Hello, everybody, and today for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Reviews, I'm doing Rogues in the House Part 2. So this is, I guess you can say, the sort of finale for the Turtles against Shredder in this season, because the Turtles are getting chased down by the Foot Clan while also teaming up with their new Triceraton friend, Zong, who doesn't know it's the Turtles because, his air filters are damaged. So it has him having a hard time thinking correctly. But he's still able to fight hard with the help of the Turtles. But they all get separated. Leo and Raph and Splinter are forced to fight Hun and Karai, while Mikey and Donnie are trying to find a way to take out the main ship that they're trapped on. They're basically trapped with the Shredder, Baxter, and Karai. And I like how this episode's more about Karai defending her honor and having to break it to attack the Turtles. It shows that she probably does have the chance to be on the Turtles' side, but she chooses to be loyal to Shredder, of course. But mainly what's going on throughout these battles is that the Turtles get taken down when Hun manages to get a hold of Splinter, and he threatens Splinter, of course, and the Turtles are forced to give up their weapons, and they get tied up. But Karai's offered to kill Leonardo in cold blood, but Hun is really feeling the mood for some action, so he lets Leo go, and he decides to fight Karai, and the battle goes on for the two. But basically Zong shows up and he's able to fight Hun, and he just throws him across the the ship, and he falls underwater. This isn't the last time we see Hun, of course, but Baxter and Shredder are still planning some things. But Baxter basically doesn't even want to work for Shredder at all still. But, of course, he gets tortured every time it does happen. But when Mikey and Donnie show up again, they basically help everyone get out of their way. But, of course, the ship catches on fire, and the Turtles have to find a way to escape. But they barely got any time, only 5 minutes left. But Shredder, of course, comes into the way with various foot ninjas and the robots that he built with Baxter. And even Donnie is shocked to see Baxter just being a brain in a jar. This is like what I said about feeling super bad for Baxter Stockman, because he basically gets all his body parts taken off where he's just a brain in an eyeball. It's just sad to watch. But basically the Turtles are ready to escape when the building does catch on fire, like I said. But Zong basically decides to sacrifice himself by grabbing the hold of Shredder and giving the Turtles enough time to escape. And Shredder managed to actually strike at Zong, but he still had enough strength to basically grab Shredder. And then the submarine, I don't know why I'm calling it that, but it basically explodes. Turtles and the Splinter escape with Karai using a helicopter. And of course it's revealed that Shredder survived the explosion, and he's just his hand's sticking out, and he basically gets pulled out. And this isn't going to be the last time we do see the Shredder. And hopefully he changes his armor, because I don't know why, but the lightness on his armor just looks a bit off for me. I don't know if I said that the last review. But this episode was definitely just a lot of straightforward action. That's what really worked about this. It would have been nice to see the Turtles take down Shredder one last time. But, of course, we know Shredder's going to still stay around until Season 3 of the show. But as for a conclusion for the Turtles versus the Foot Clan in this season, it was definitely something else for sure. But it shows that Karai was still willing to continue the League of Shredder, even if he's gone. But of course, Shredder still is willing to do whatever it takes to conquer whatever he can. It's surprising that he even knows who the Triceratons are, since, it's the Utron Shredder. But the turtles are still going to keep busy with their other enemies. And of course, it's also revealed that Baxter survived, but he also falls underwater. But we know he's probably going to come back in season 3 of the show, since there's only 6 episodes left, honestly. So next 2 episodes are basically smaller scale episodes, and then we get to the big event, which I'm probably going to save for later to reveal. But this episode, definitely an 8 out of 10 for sure. I think I like the first part a little more, but this one as a whole, I think it was definitely a good 2-parter. I thought there was 3 parts, honestly, but nah, there was only 2. So what do you think of this episode for sure? And I'm excited to talk about next week's episode. It's all about April. That'll be fun to talk about. So anyway, thanks for watching, and Turtle